One of the biggest airdrops of the year is coming up, and I'm not here to waste your time. Today, we're talking about ASTER. It's a decentralized perpetual exchange backed by Binance Labs that recently rebranded to YZiLabs. Their intern, changpeng zhao, or CZ for short, is none other than the founder of the biggest centralized exchange on the planet and the richest person in the world of cryptocurrency with an estimated net worth of over $80 billion. Everything this guy touches turns to gold, and he's been on a warpath against ASTER's biggest competitor, which is Hyperliquid, ever since they've trash-talked everything he's built. So his focus is now entirely on building this decentralized exchange, but don't take my word for it. Take his.
So now I can actually have more time to contribute to the decentralized ecosystem.
The ASTER DEX launched its own token a little over 1 week ago, and it's already up over 1,900%, currently sitting at around just the $2 mark. And the best part is they are doing an airdrop in 2 weeks. I'm going to run you through the most optimal ways you can farm the ASTER airdrop with whatever capital you have. I mean, this is essentially your chance to get a free car, maybe even a free house. And if you're anything like me, maybe even a free luxury watch. By the way, guys, I know the owner of Midnight Watches. I believe that if you reach out to him, you're serious about buying any of their luxury watches, and you say that you're coming from me, he might give you a little discount. And the best part, they take crypto. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy Smolcalm. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm wearing the Revlot Gentis, which we haven't seen on the channel in a little bit. I lent it to a friend for a date, and now that date is now his girlfriend. She said she didn't like the watch, but I mean, she was wearing an Apple Watch, so irrelevant, right? Anyways, let's dive into it. We're now on the ASTER Decentralized Exchange platform. Now, you can see I'm in spot, but this airdrop is pretty much based on volume and PNL. So the first thing you're going to want to do to farm this airdrop is get as much trading volume as possible on their exchange. And one way to do that is going to be none other than perpetuals, meaning futures leveraged contracts with no expiration date. Because if you're going 50x leverage with $1,000, that's $50,000 of actual volume, not only 1,000 as if you were trading in spot. This airdrops is no different from many others. Essentially, you are farming these points that will turn into a token allocation. These points are called RH, and they are credited to you every single hour. The more points you have, the more tokens you'll get, the more monetary value you'll be sitting on. As I said in the introduction, the airdrop should happen in about 2 weeks. From what's been said, the snapshot should be taken on October 5th. If you think you're late, not at all. This current airdrop season started just 2 weeks ago, and it's ending in 2 weeks, meaning we're straight in the middle of it, and there's still plenty of time for you to generate a bunch of volume. But the airdrop's not only based on volume, and there are a couple little tips and tricks that I'm going to show you throughout this video in order to maximize your airdrop even more. Before we do that, I want to run some numbers. This airdrop is going to be for 4% of the total supply of the ASTER token. So total supply being 8 billion tokens. If we do 8 billion times 4%, that gives us 320 million tokens at the current price of, let's just call it $2 because it went to like $2.10 a couple minutes earlier. So times 2, that's a $640 million airdrop that's going to hit us in 2 weeks. What this means is that even with small capital and having not that many points, this could definitely be a substantial entry of monetary value for everyone involved. Personally, I believe the token's going to $4, so this could easily double and be like 1.2 billion by the time we reach the end of those 2 weeks. But that's speculation. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. What I mean by saying that even small amounts of capital can get you an amazing airdrop is that if you have, let's say, from $1,000 all the way up to $5,000, which it's not nothing, but in the world of crypto farming airdrops, some people come in with millions. If you were to apply a 50x leverage and scalp Bitcoin and ETH multiple times a day on multiple trades with tight stop losses and take profits, I think you could pretty easily get in the top 1,000 users for the airdrop and get over $25,000 of value out of it. The second tip is that you're going to want to use an actual MetaMask wallet to connect to Aster. You can currently use other wallets like Solflare, so you can deposit Solana and stuff. The reason you're going to want to use MetaMask is because you can deposit on the Binance Smart Chain. So what you're going to do is in your wallet, you get some USDT on the Binance Smart Chain. Then what you're going to do is go over to rewards and get on trade and earn. You're going to go here and essentially you're going to mint USDF, which is their stable coin, with your USDT. And that's because, as it says right here, earn airdrop points by trading perp contracts with USDF or ASBNB as margin. Essentially using USDF or ASBNB while doing perpetual contracts will get you a higher ratio of airdrop points. So let's do that right now. That way you'll see exactly how to do it and you know how to do it yourself. I just loaded my MetaMask wallet with 100 USDT on the Binance Smart Chain. My wallet is connected. If you don't know how to do these simple steps, I made a video just a couple days back. You can go and watch that. I'll link it up there. I'm going to go ahead and click on Max and Mint and Deposit. That's obviously going to open up my wallet. Make sure you have a tiny bit of BNB in there to cover the gas fees, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and click on Confirm. Your transaction was submitted. We're going to wait for it to go through. Usually just takes a couple seconds. And done. Okay, before doing that, we want to add this new token to our wallet to actually see it show up. And bam. Going back to perps, what you want to do is scroll down and click on multi-asset mode. What this means essentially is contracts can be traded across margin assets. The profits and losses of position with different margin assets can offset one another. It supports cross margin. Now, if you don't know what you're doing with perpetuals, just trade spot. I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. And we just received our 100 USDF right here. For this example, I'm going to select 25x leverage, and then I input pretty close take profits and stop losses. Now, I do believe that you get more points if you actually generate a profit instead of a loss. So obviously, always aim to generate some profit. I'm going to go ahead and long Bitcoin with these settings, and that will open my position. I opened it at market just for the sake of this video, but please, if you want to do this, use the limit orders. That will avoid spread and help you generate more profit. Essentially here, with half of my $100, around 49.66 USDT, I am longing Bitcoin with 25x leverage. What this means is that I'm not generating 50 bucks of volume. I'm actually generating 50 bucks times 25. So over $1,250 of volume, which will convert to points. And since I'm using USDF, it'll be even more points. While we let this trade run, there's another strategy you can use that is extremely low risk. And let me pull it up right here. Essentially, a low stress delta neutral strategy. So the thing you're going to do is short Aster with a 1x leverage. And then what you do is you buy the same amount on the spot market. The reason for that is that you're going to farm the funding fees, which you can see right here at the top, are not bad at all. Since the token's going insane, everybody that has a long is essentially paying fees every 4 hours. But if you have a short, you are receiving those fees. Now, on average, you should be getting around a 0.1% return every 4 hours, but the funding does fluctuate depending on volume, time of day, etc. Holding positions open over time also earns you points, and as we mentioned right before, using USDF as collateral earns you 17% APY. Let's hop into that. So we go back to rewards, we go to trade and earn, and right here you see that right there. Earn 16.7% APY while you trade. Earn RH points by using Aster assets such as ASBNB or USDF as margin. The longer you hold the position, the more RH points you earn. The higher your trading volume on Aster, the more RH points you earn as well. And taker trades earn twice the points of maker trades. On top of that, there is a referral/team point score. That's going to happen in this tab right here, referral, where you can earn up to 10% of the rebate when you invite friends. While we almost already have 500 people that join the team, with 78 of them trading. Now, this is not only simply a plus for you and me, it is a plus for the whole team, because by going to rewards and points, you'll be able to see my team right here. And essentially, the more our team trades, the bigger team boost we get, meaning we get more points the more volume we do. Now you can join my team either by clicking the first link down below, or if you haven't joined another one already, you go to this rewards tab, you go to points, you click right here on bind your invite code quickly, and you input none other than this one, 42233E, and click on confirm. Quick recap of everything we've learned today. First of all, instead of using USDT or using a Solana wallet, use MetaMask. Then use USDT or BNB to mint USDF or ASBNB to use as margin while trading perpetuals. Scalp trade with very tight take profits and stop losses on Bitcoin and ETH. Holding positions for longer generates you more points. Join a team, mine, because you're watching my video, in order to also get a points boost. The safe strategy, delta neutral, is farming the funding. So you short Aster with 1x leverage and you buy the same amount on the spot market. On top of that, to have extra funds to throw at Aster, what I have been doing is using future grid bots on the Aster token. I'm doing this on pinex.com, which is not available in the US, but if you've got Netflix, you probably use VPNs, and it's pretty much the same thing here. And I think their KYC is pretty lax. They only ask for which country you're from without proof of ID. But I mean, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying you could. Right here, you can see two bots I've been running since this morning, where essentially in grid profit, this one made $100 with $374 of investment. It also made an extra 112 USDT on the trend. And then I actually rebalanced it a couple hours later when Aster was going up insanely fast. And that one made 8.88% or around $44 with $500 in 2 hours and 4 minutes, and plus $230 on the trend, essentially turning what was around a $500 capital into what it's sitting at right now, which is $880. It was 1,000, but I did rebalance it before making this video, and Aster's been going down a little bit. But it doesn't matter because I'm getting grid profit and my liquidation price is pretty low. Essentially, what these grid futures bots do is the more volatility there is in a token, the more they generate, simply because they buy low and sell high. And on .com, you can do it with leverage. I'll make sure to update that bot link down below because it does include my own settings. And if the price of Aster sways and moves, you kind of have to make sure that your bot is in range and avoid liquidation. Now, I honestly think Aster is going to be huge. I do believe the token's going to $4. I think the airdrop's going to be absolutely huge and maybe even life-changing for a lot of people. And after all that, you'll be looking for a way to spend that money. Well, you can use Cast, the Cast card. They're a crypto-focused debit card. I'll leave a video to them right here. They have insane cashback numbers in the form of an airdrop that's going to hit us at the end of this year. And as you can see here, I'm already over $6,000 worth of airdrop just by spending money. But anyways, on that note, it was your boy Smolkow. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch y'all in another one. Peace.